man, I can't wait to watch Arron's review of Super Circuit. I bet he's gonna dump all over the game. Alright, let's see here. Wait a minute. Mario Kart Super Circuit is underrated? Oh, hell no. Might as well get it over and done with. If you were to ask anyone what their favorite Mario Kart game is, chances are no one is going to say Mario Kart Super Circuit. It's undoubtedly the most forgettable Mario Kart game ever made. Why is this? Well, most people say it's because it doesn't add very many new elements that we haven't seen before. Thus, it doesn't stand out amongst the rest. Think about it. Super Mario Kart introduces us to the basic gameplay, Mario Kart 64 expands upon the gameplay and makes it the Mario Kart we all know and love. Double Dash gave us 2 characters per kart and items exclusive to certain characters. Mario Kart DS gave us mission mode and retro tracks. Mario Kart Wii introduces bikes and the ability to do tricks. Mario Kart 7 gave the option to customize your kart, Mario Kart 8 introduced anti-gravity, and Mario Kart Tour gave us, well, an empty bank account, but that's besides the point. The point is that Super Circuit didn't really give us anything new or unique. It was the first Mario Kart you could play on the go, but then Mario Kart DS came out, and suddenly we had all the more reasons to play that instead. And I know you've read the title by now and are probably thinking, well, Arron, you're just making a case against yourself. But the point I'm trying to make is, despite everything I just said, I kinda really like Mario Kart Super Circuit. You have gotta be shitting me. So right off the bat, I should mention some problems people have with this game. For one, it has the exact same roster of characters as Mario Kart 64, and it introduces no new items. Exactly, dumbass, so why do you like it? This game does, however, have a new cup between the Flower and Star Cup called the Lightning Cup. So let's get into the courses. The Mushroom Cup starts with Peach Circuit, which is extremely basic. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Next is Shy Guy Beach, which is a little better, but still not great. Riverside Park is a decent track, and it's pretty enjoyable, but then you close Mushroom Cup with Bowser Castle 1, which is the first of 4 variants of Bowser Castle. But don't worry, Bowser Castle is the only course in the game with variants. Although you could argue that Broken Pier is a variant of Boo Lake, but they're different enough, I guess. Anyways, not only do I really enjoy Bowser Castle 1, but I like all of the Bowser Castle variants in this game. Moving on to the Flower Cup, it opens with Mario Circuit, which I'll admit is pretty lame. Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear the good parts about the game. Then you have Boo Lake, which I love the setting of, although it can be really annoying at times due to it being very easy to fall off. Cheeseland is a pretty fun track, it also looks really cool, and the Flower Cup ends with Bowser Castle 2, which is really awesome. Now let's get into the Lightning Cup, which I fucking love. It opens with Luigi Circuit, which some might find lame, but I love the look of it. The setting is amazing, I love the cloudy, rainy aesthetic with the Luigi blimp in the sky. You also have puddles to watch out for, but they're pretty easy to avoid. Luigi Circuit is then followed by my favorite course in the entire game, Sky Garden. Just look at this course, it's absolutely beautiful. It's such a creative setting for a Mario Kart course. Cheep Cheep Island is similar to Shy Guy Beach, but it's a lot more fun and nicer looking. The Lightning Cup closes with Sunset Wilds, which is one of the most beautiful looking courses in the game. Not only is it really fun, but the course gets darker with each passing lap, which is an amazing detail. So I have to say, I love every course in the Lightning Cup, and I think it might be my favorite cup in the game. Snowland opens the Star Cup, and as I said before, I'm a sucker for snow levels in video games. Yeah, I get it, you're a sucker for snow-type levels. I've only heard you mention it 1,000 times. And this is no exception. It may not be the best course in the game, but it's really solid. Then you have Ribbon Road, which again is a really creative concept for a Mario Kart course. It's also got a lot of boosters, which is fun. Yoshi Desert is definitely my least favorite course in the Star Cup, mostly because I don't like desert-type settings, but it's not horrible. Then you have Bowser Castle 3, which is the most visually distinct of the variants. Overall, besides Yoshi Desert, I really like the Star Cup. So how does the Special Cup wrap things up? Well, it starts with Lakeside Park, which has a volcano gimmick. It's pretty good for the most part, and the obstacles are easy to avoid. Broken Pier is a really fun course. You can use jumping pads as shortcuts a lot of the time. Again, it's pretty easy to fall off, so just be careful. After that is Bowser Castle 4, which has some Mecha Koopas on the track, which can be pretty hard to avoid sometimes, but other than that, it's great. But you all know the drill. Rainbow Road is the final course in the Special Cup, and as far as this one goes, I think it's far better than Super Mario Kart's, but not as good as Mario Kart 64's Rainbow Road. This Rainbow Road's gimmick is that there's jumping paths surrounding the whole track. Basically, this Rainbow Road is a test of how skilled you are at the game. I also really love the music here. But if you thought the Grand Prix was over, you thought wrong. If you manage to get first place and collect 100 coins in each cup, you'll unlock the extra cups for each respective main cup. The extra cups are all of the courses in the original Super Mario Kart. And I know you might be thinking, well, Arron, you've already reviewed the original Super Mario Kart. Surely you're not going to go over all of the extra cups, right? That would be crazy. So I'm going to go over all the extra cups. Oh, come on. I also didn't go into specifics with each course in the original, so this will make up for it. First up with the extra Mushroom Cup is Mario Circuit 1, and it's pretty basic. I mean, what can I say? It's the very first track in all of Mario Kart. Also, in regards to how these courses compare to the original, all of them are automatically superior simply because the controls are so much better. Donut Plains 1 is of course better than the original, but to be fair, I never liked any of the original Donut Plains variants. They were among my least favorite courses in the original just because of how boring and annoying they were. But hey, at least the controls are better here, so you aren't constantly falling into the water. Ghost Valley 1 is next, and holy shit is it so much better than the original. I mean, just look at the background compared to the original. Bowser Castle 1 is a really fun course, and I mean in both regards to Super Circuit and Super Mario Kart. Obviously it's way better here, but the Bowser Castle courses in the original were some of the better courses. That is, if you take away the god-awful controls. Mario Circuit 2 opens the extra Flower Cup and is again super bland, but is way better than the original. It has a jump part which is fun, but that's it. Choco Island 1 is a course I never liked in the original, and I still don't like it here, but it's more tolerable for obvious reasons. It also looks way better. Come to think of it, most of the courses look better from the aesthetic standpoint. Alright, I'm gonna do speed rounds for the next few courses. Ghost Valley 2 is good, Donut Plains 2 is boring and bland. The extra Lightning Cup starts with Bowser Castle 2, which you already know I like. Mario Circuit 3 is bland, Koopa Beach 1 is pretty good and is way better than the original, and Choco Island 2 isn't that good. Moving on to the extra Star Cup, we have Vanilla Lake 1, which I can't stand. Honestly, it might be my least favorite course both in regards to Super Circuit and Super Mario Kart. Not only due to the obstacles, but also because everything is so white. It makes it really hard to see where you're going. Bowser Castle 3 is of course fun, Mario Circuit 4 is more of the same, and Donut Plains 3 can be pretty annoying. Now we finally come to the actual final cup the game offers, the extra special cup. Koopa Beach 2 is pretty good, Ghost Valley 3 is good, Vanilla Lake 2 is trash, and finally you of course finish on Rainbow Road, which is a tiny improvement from the original, but is still very annoying. So that's all of the Super Mario Kart courses they brought back as an extra unlockable. They even have 5 laps instead of 3 like the rest of the courses to try to emulate Super Mario Kart. Even though I don't think they're the best courses ever, I do really appreciate bringing them back as a fun extra, and they all improve upon the original simply because the controls are much better. I guess I should talk about the controls in Super Circuit then, shouldn't I? While yes, the controls are a vast improvement compared to Super Mario Kart, it's not a huge improvement over Mario Kart 64. The controls in general are overall a little better than 64, but I think the drifting could be way better and isn't as good as Mario Kart 64's drifting. Also, in terms of the characters in Super Circuit, I would say the best character to play as is Peach, as she is a perfect balance of weight and speed. Something else I wanted to mention was that you can actually prevent yourself from spinning out after hitting an obstacle in this game. Now this won't work for items that other characters throw at you, but if you run into an obstacle on the track, there's a way you can actually cancel it out by hitting the B button at exactly the right moment. You'll know you did it right when you see a music note pop up. To date, this is the only Mario Kart game where you can actually prevent yourself from spinning out after hitting an obstacle. It's a really nice gameplay mechanic, and it's something that I wish they would bring back in future games. Now I want to mention something that I think was a fantastic addition to the game. If you saw my review of Super Mario Kart, then you know I complained about how you need to win the race in order to move on to the next course, and that you only have 3 retries in order to do it. This would mean, for example, that you couldn't race on Rainbow Road without having to win the previous special cup races before that. Mario Kart 64 did things similar to that, but at least you had unlimited retries in that game. Now with Super Circuit, it's exactly like Super Mario Kart, in that you only have 3 retries to win the race. Now first of all, it's automatically not nearly as bad because Super Circuit has better courses and doesn't have shit controls. But if that wasn't enough, they added a new game mode called Quick Run. This was an amazing addition to the game. In Quick Run, you can pick any course you like and play them in any order order you like. If you wanted to do this in Super Mario Kart or Mario Kart 64, you had to do time trial. But the thing with time trial is that you're not racing with other characters, it's only timing yourself. And with Quick Run, you can also customize how many laps you do, and if you want items or coins to show up. Quick Run is my favorite thing about Super Circuit, and even Double Dash didn't have this feature. Mario Kart Super Circuit is an extremely underrated game, and I honestly think it's better than Mario Kart 64 and Double Dash, but I'll get to that game eventually. Not only does Mario Kart Super Circuit have way more courses than Mario Kart 64 at 40 total courses, the most of any game until Mario Kart 8, but it also has a better selection of courses. Out of the 16 total courses in Mario Kart 64, I only liked 9 of them, and out of the 40 total courses in Super Circuit, I like 23 of them, and I don't even mind playing most of the courses I don't like. I'm gonna give Mario Kart Super Circuit a 7.5 out of 10. I think if you look past the fact that the game didn't really give us any new elements or new characters or items, I think there's a lot to like about Super Circuit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good night. That review was disgusting. I can't believe him. He's been making such shit game reviews lately. Someone's gotta do something about this. And that someone's gonna be me. This is nice. I finally got my review of Mario Kart Super Circuit out of the way, so I can just sit back and relax. Not so fast. What the fuck? Who are you? The name's Mitchell Donner, and I've been a longtime fan of your game reviews for a while now, but it appears lately you've been making a few mistakes. What are you talking about? What mistakes? Your opinions. I mean, I can't believe some of the things that come out of your mouth. Sonic Adventure 2 was bad and the first one is better. You don't like Mario 64 and you like Sonic R? And now what? You like Super Circuit more than Mario Kart 64 and Double Dash? What kind of alien are you? Those are my opinions. You have no right to get mad at me and break into my house like this. What are you even planning on doing? I'm gonna put an end to this madness. What are you gonna do with that? Hit me? You'll see. Ugh, what the hell happened? What the hell? Where am I? You're in my basement. Oh, come on, get me the hell out of here. Oh no, I think you'll stay here for a while. Do you realize how ridiculous this is? You're kidnapping me because you don't like my opinions on video games. You're insane. I'm not insane. I'm doing this for your own good. You can't keep me here. How am I supposed to do the game reviews? I'm supposed to review Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro soon. Oh, please, I can handle it. I'll be back in about 6 hours to feed you. Oh, and enjoy my cat's litter box. Mitchell, wait! You can't keep me here! Let me out! My fans need me!